Hello everyone, welcome to the Investing Angles channel. Today we do Tesla. Earlier today I started looking at the stock and found a couple of interesting formations, and I wanted to do it with you together from scratch. And I talked to myself, if I don't record this video I might regret later on. Alright, but before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel and share the word. You can find more detailed analysis and premium charts on the Investing Angles website, where we offer multiple subscription packages, including a free reader package for select articles. Support us with your likes, subscriptions, and let's get started. So this is a fresh chart, absolutely fresh one, and we will look at it from the bigger perspective. Let's do a helicopter view first. So we can see that at the beginning, Tesla was doing really well, and starting from IPO, it was doing some sort of waves, and then in 2020, it started going up seriously. And this wave could easily break as a big impulse. Well, very nice formation. Strong one, supported technically and supported by Fibonacci ratios. Everything was well until then. But after November 2021, Tesla started falling. And so far, we see that the wave was not as impulsive as it used to be before. And I brought a little example here. So this is a chart from the famous book by Frost and Prechter about Elliott waves. This is a perspective big correction, and usually it's a complex one. So it, let's say, starts with a zigzag, then it goes into flat ABC, and then it ends with a impulsive way down. If we look at the correction that started in 2021, we can see something similar, and this is what I mean. So this is probably a zigzag, most likely. We have a clear wave A, or it can be this way, A, B, and C. Well, this makes sense, right? So what is most important in the formation that started in January 2023 is that the wave up is clearly corrective. So it can only be wave A. It cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are saying that this probably is another, oh, I picked the wrong one. This is probably gonna be a flat of some sort. Something like this. Okay, so we have a second corrective wave. And well, just to make things clear, just to complete everything, we probably need another wave down here, something like this. All right, so this is our projection. This is the perspective. Let's assume that it's going to be like this, and let's take some measures. Right, so the first measurement we are going to take is the whole wave. The whole wave is from here to the very bottom. This was the entire size of the wave, and we are going to reverse it. So the most typical retrace by wave, by the corrective wave, and let's put some letters here. So this is going to be our letter A. change the color. Yes, so this is our wave A, this is our perspective wave B, and then we are talking about the possible wave C, which will go going this way, right? So in our case, okay, let's do a few more. Okay, so this is smaller A, so this is wave B, and this is the perspective wave C. Right, so let's see what we can measure. So the wave, the entire wave. So the wave, this one was wave 1, and now we are talking about the perspective wave 2. All right, so wave 1 here. So the wave 1, and from practically 0, it means that wave 2 typically retraces about 0.5 or 0.786 of the length of wave 1. So this would be our target for wave 2 or for wave C, right? So in our case, well, we need to measure the other waves. So this is the next wave we are going to measure. This one. Okay, we'll take it slightly different, and we do it in a different color. So this is the length of wave A, and we are saying that, well, assuming this is going to be a regular flat, then wave C is probably going to be something like wave A, right? Sometimes it can go higher, up to 1272 or even 1618, but well, let's assume a normal scenario. So somewhere here. So this is the perspective targets for this wave, for wave B and C. We don't know where it's gonna end at this point, and we so far Tesla has been bullish, but how far it can go, we don't know yet. All we can do, we can we can measure it approximately. Let's see how it goes. So let's say this is their shape. So this would be somewhere here or here. Well, we have our target, so it's probably gonna happen sometime this year in November or December. So we are expecting something like this, probably here, right? So that's one measure. Another measure what we can take, we need to understand what kind of wave it is. So this is clearly a corrective wave. So it could be air diagonal, or it could be another zigzag type of. It could be let's say WXY, or it could be another wave. It could be a diagonal of some sort. We don't know. We don't know yet. We are just assuming that this is a possibility. This is a possibility, right? So, well, if we see a diagonal, it would be a much stronger reaction downwards. So this is the maps that we have already, right? So we are saying that Tesla is probably gonna go a little higher. We don't know, and then it's gonna go down somewhere here. Or we can measure it by size of wave A. We know that the wave A is this one, right? So this is the wave A, and let's take another color, so we differentiate. Okay, so this is going to be a purple one. Okay, so what is the size of wave A? So, and let's say if this one goes here, this one goes here, then this one would start somewhere here. So perhaps we should move it somewhere here, because this would be our expectations. So this is the possible target for wave C or B. How it's going to be shaped, we don't know yet. We know exactly that this is a corrective pattern right now, and there is a possibility of some sort of a diagonal. Well, that's how it looks for now, and let's see what kind of support we have by candles. Well, let's have a look here. So this is the daily candles, and this is somewhat concerning development here. So what I like to say, we have gap 1, we have gap 2. Well, if Tesla makes another gap 3 here in a wave, it will be quite concerning, because we know from history that Tesla doesn't like gaps. This is something that we called long ago in November 2021, when we were pounding the table and saying, okay, Tesla made 3 gaps in a row, 1, 2, 3. Guys, something's gonna happen. And this is what happened with Tesla. After 3 gaps, it went down strong. So actually it closed all 3 gaps together by March. So it took only 3 months, and Tesla was down big. So something can happen, something similar can happen right now with the gaps on a daily frame. Let's say if Tesla goes here, and this would be a big stretch technical, and also the stretch from the candles perspective, and we would expect Tesla to go down. However, we need to watch it closely. So the weekly frame so far, it's green and bullish, nothing to be concerned about. The only concern right now we are having is the 15-day frame. We are seeing that in June and in July, Tesla formed a big bearish harami candle, and then it tried for 1, 2, 3, 4 periods, like 15-day periods. Each candle represents 15 days, 3 weeks of trading. For 4 periods, it tried to overcome this red candle, and it wasn't successful until the last one. So this is the current candle, and it still has 12 days to go. If it closes like this, well, we would expect Tesla to go lower. However, if it fails and closes below this red line, it will be a big disaster, I would say, and this would be a very strong signal for us. We would know that Tesla is doing something that not gonna like, that the investors not gonna like. And one more thing that I want to show, this is the annual candles for Tesla. We can see this big red one, January 2022 started, so the whole year 2022 was big red one. In 2023, Tesla tried to recover, but it wasn't sufficient enough to swing the annual odds bullish. So for now, Tesla has a very strong task, and it desperately needs to close above the 2023 high. Only in this case, it will be considered bullish at least for 1 more year. But if it fails, and if it fails um, to close above 2023 high, it will be bearish for the next year. And in general, Tesla would need to rally about 36% in the remaining 2 months to close above this candle in order to open the path to much higher prices. So it's definitely a tall order. However, everything can happen in the Elon Musk empire. We'll see how it goes. Well, it just to remind how it looks for now. So Tesla has some room to go higher. We don't know yet, and we are concerned about three gaps that it made recently. Well, perhaps it would go a little higher. How high? 320, 330. We don't know yet, but that would be a reasonable target for the move. Once we see a big rejection candle, a big red one signaling a reversal, we would be expecting a move towards here. So if we see, let's say in the year 2025, 2026, if we see double digits for Tesla price, it wouldn't be a big surprise. All right, that wraps up our analysis for Tesla using Elliott waves and candlestick perspectives. Stay with us, like us, and support our channel with your subscription. Also, don't forget to check our website for the packages and the free package for selected articles. Thank you very much for listening, and happy trading, everyone.